Hello everyone, and welcome to today's review of Star Wars Rebels season 3, episode 3. I think it is officially. I'm not order is episode 4. Or again, episode thing is confusing me. The first episode, which is an hour long, is technically 2 episodes, so whatever. But yeah, today's episode was titled Hera's Heroes, and essentially, what this episode is about a mission around Hera, I think, of the group. Hera is kind of like the mother of the group in a way, of their team. She's a mother, but she's like a mother figure, I would say. And we're on her planet, and she's meeting up with her dad, who's like trying to who's like a great contributor to the group and trying to help the rebel cause get bigger and better, and is on their home planet. And they said, "Oh yeah, but the place that we grew up as our home, has been now taken over by the Empire." And she's like, "Okay," she wants to get something which is essentially like an heirloom type of things that she wants to get from her mother, because her mother did not survive. It was like an interesting step into her past, which I thought was good. For me, at least, it was definitely stronger from last week's episode, which, as much as I liked last week's episode, it definitely was the weakest so far. So this does feel like a good step up. It felt like more of a personal journey. Like, in the end of the episode, she says that she feels like she let her own personal journey get in the way of what it really should have been. And to be honest, that's kind of true. It feels a bit like, again, another filler episode, but the good is really good, because like when you get to the Tower Bridges of her home and a bunch of other homes, it's like there's this crashed enemy pilot plane, and she's like, "Yeah, that's from the Clone Wars, and that's where I found the robot I forgot the robot's name. Crap." She's like, "Yeah, that's where I found the robot," and how that's a past of the Clone Wars, and how it kind of contributes into Rebels, which I thought was a good red line that they drew in, of how there's a similar feeling of aftermath and atrocity happening from the war, from the aftermath of that war, and how it feels, and how she kind of felt like how she's grown up with the droid that this group has. It's kind of like her Hera and that robot is kind of like Anakin and C-3PO. There's a good connection between those two characters, or the 4 characters like that. And I really thought that was a good connection. I felt like it was a good shoestring together. I really did like that. And they said, oh, by the way, it's like her dad says it's like, yeah, it's like they were taking a bit too fast. It's like, we don't know why. And then in my mind, I'm like, it's Thrawn, right? It's Thrawn. It's gonna be Thrawn. And it's like, the doors open at a certain point in the episode. I'm like, yes, it is Thrawn. And this is where I personally feel like the voice actor of Thrawn, who is Lars Mikkelsen, who is Mads Mikkelsen's brother. If you don't know who Mads Mikkelsen is, he's played Hannibal Lecter in Hannibal TV show, and he's in Star Wars Rogue One. That's super cool. Yeah, I love that. I love how Lars Mikkelsen adds such a levity and a grandiose and threatening, and yet kind of, there's a sense that he's very, very threatening, but also very polite and kindred and a bit more respectful than anyone else he is. And he's like, true. And at a certain point, he throws in a jest song. He's like, "Thank you for your hospitality." It's like, yeah, it's her home, but you're ruining it now. So there's a certain sense that, there's a great dynamic there, and I personally thought that was very, very interesting. And excuse me, in my opinion, which I really, really liked. Also has some good action, some good suspense, and the way they bounce off the Thrawn, and a certain soldier who's at Thrawn's right hand. Like, I love how the other commander who's next to Thrawn, he behaves a bit more brash towards the rebels once they capture the rebels. It's like, and Thrawn is like, behave. I wouldn't say he did not say behave yourself, but he's like, silence. I do apologize for my commanders, for my commander right now. I'm like, there's a certain sense like how Thrawn was in the comics was greatly represented here. Is that he very much showed how Thrawn to play, and he showed greatly how he treated a certain respect and admiration to not just humans but other races. Like, he really would acknowledge what other people would say, unlike any other person in the Empire Republic, where it's like, there's total evil villains. Thrawn is very much like, no, you spoke up to me. Why is that? And yet you get to hear an absolute brilliant line. And Thrawn says this: to defeat your enemy, you must know your enemy. You must know your enemy. Their home, their family, their race, their culture, their art. And hearing that, I'm like, yeah, that's brilliant. But what about warfare? I'm like, wouldn't that play an enormous factor? But I'm like, oh, whatever. But I'm like, God, this just shows me once again why I love Thrawn. It's like, please, more Thrawn. And again, kind of like how we saw Thrawn before, he's like, no. Because, surprise, surprise, by the end of the episode, they get away again. In typical Rebel type of hero type of fashion. And Thrawn's like, no, they should not have found them. Let them have this victory. And whenever he says that, I just feel like there's another great step in his mind. He's like, yes, we won't attack them when they're weak. It's like, well, not when they're weak, but, it's like, let them celebrate this victory. We'll disrupt them harder at a point when they're trying their hardest. So when they do defeat a loss, it feels like a real loss. It's like he's waiting for that real powerful strike for them to attack first. Because once he knows to outsmart them and defeat them, he knows that time when he can strike devastatingly, it will be that powerful. And he knows when to wait and when to strike. Again, that just feeds greatly into how brilliant and how excellent of a character of who Thrawn is. And I felt like he's so greatly represented well, in my opinion. And I love Thrawn. For me, he's my favorite new villain of Star Wars. Well, I really do like Kylo Ren from Episode 7, The Force Awakens. For me, it's like Thrawn, just after 2 episodes of seeing him in Rebels, it's like, already, I like him much more than Kylo Ren, which is really weird because I do really like Kylo Ren as a villain, but not nearly as much as Thrawn. And yet, I feel like we've only tasted the beginning of Thrawn. It's like, Thrawn, like, to me, is like, if this is the I don't know how to describe it, but it's like, if this is just the start of who Thrawn is and how he's going to interact with a certain Star Wars Rebels crew, it's like, yes, brilliant, and I cannot wait for what the future holds for the character of Thrawn and this whole type of episode. Granted, does the whole episode add into the whole arc? It's like, no, it's really a kind of a filler episode, but you know what? I certainly did enjoy myself, and you know what? It definitely is this Hera's Heroes is a solid episode, and I would recommend it for you to watch. Don't give up on the show yet, because it is awesome. And for me, yeah, Star Wars Rebels, excellent job. By the way, everyone, I do apologize for no movie review this weekend. I'm just not interested in any movie that's coming out right now. Like the one with Ben Affleck looks terribly boring in my opinion, so I don't really see or care for that, so I'm sorry for that. But yes, unfortunately, you won't get another video of mine for a week because I'm going on vacation, and you probably won't see me until next week. Not this week, because this Sunday is the start of a new week, but you won't see me until next week. So I do apologize for not really having more future episodes, but yes. Till then, I'll see you guys within a week or more. Until then, goodbye, and may the Force be with you always.